Good evening. Today is the 12th Sunday of the ordinary time. Today's gospel reading continues the missionary instructions of Jesus to his 12 disciples he shows in the gospel reading of last week, Matthew chapter 10. This is the first of the two missionary mandates of Jesus to his disciples in the Gospel of Matthew. The second one is at the end of the Gospel. After the resurrection, Jesus commissioned his disciples to all nation missions. After the resurrection, go and make disciples of all nations. But in this first missionary commission, Jesus told his disciples, do not go to anywhere except the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That was what we read last week. And I'm saying again today, this evening, that instruction is still very relevant. The lost sheep of the house of Israel is those who were once Christians, who today do not profess Christianity again. Last week or 2 weeks ago, somebody shared something with me from social media. It was about this question and answer to win something, to win a prize on the media. And a seemingly simple question was thrown to this group of people for $200. $200. And the question is this: complete this. Our Father, who art in heaven, dash be thy name. And 4 people miss it. They didn't know dash be thy name in the Our Father. They gave them the Our Father, thy, who art in heaven, dash be thy name. This is the generation we are in today. In a Christian society, they do not know dash be thy name. They are not asking people in Saudi Arabia. The question was not thrown to people in Saudi Arabia. It was thrown to people in Western civilization. You will all agree with me then that the instruction of Jesus to the disciples, do not go anywhere except the lost sheep of the house of Israel, is still very relevant. The duty is on us to instruct our children, the next generation, to know how to pray the Lord's prayers. The Lord's prayer is the most common of all the Christian prayers. Hail Mary belongs to the Catholic, but the Lord's prayer, Protestant, Evangelicals, Catholics say it. Now our children do not know dash be thy name. We have a lot of work to do. And why do they not know why dash be thy name? Because we are afraid. We try to be courteous. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to be persecuted. Jesus told his disciples today, you will be persecuted, but do not be afraid. You will be persecuted. In the first reading, Jeremiah was persecuted. But the joy, if you listen to that first reading again, or take time to read it again, they were not able to overpower him. Because when God was calling Jeremiah, in Jeremiah chapter 1, from verse 10, God told Jeremiah, I'm not sending you to difficult people, the people that do not speak your language. I'm sending you to the people that speak your language. They will rise against you, but I've made you like a flint, and they will never be able to overpower you. Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 18 to 19. So this is the message today. Persecution is part and parcel of missionary enterprise. Persecution is part of missionary enterprise. But the Lord of hosts is behind us. He's a warrior. He will defend us. He will guide us. And he will protect us. All he demands of us is courage. Courage to be able to say the truth. To be able to confront the unbelief of our society today. The duty is not about, oh, is the Reverend Father or is the Bishop. It's a duty that all of us owns God. The missionary duty that all of us own God for our children, for our society. Especially those of us who are parents. We must teach our children, hallowed be thy name. We must teach them the Lord's prayers. We are keeping quiet. The internet is teaching them. They are teaching them wrong values. We complain, but we keep quiet. The only thing that evil needs to spread is for good people to keep quiet. That's all evil needs to spread. If you want evil to spread, you don't need to do evil. Just keep quiet in the face of evil. It will spread like wildfire in Harmattan. So today, Jesus is assuring us that the hairs of your head is numbered. They may scare you, but they will never kill you. They can scare you, but they will never kill you. It is an instruction that Jesus gave his disciples, even at the Last Supper. Said, in the world you will have tribulations, but be of good cheer, I have overcome. So Jesus' word is still relevant today. As we move out during this summer, let us instruct our children. Let us learn to say the common prayers, at least at home, during this summer. Our children will be with us. Let us not be afraid to say, let us pray. Hand it over to them. Our Father, Hail Mary, and glory be to the Father. You don't have to say the whole of the rosary for a start, but just the simple Our Father, the simple Hail Mary. Let us teach them so that tomorrow, even for winning $200, they should be able to learn or to know, dash be thy name. We need to teach them to do that. And finally, before I leave this throne for the last time, no, I still have two more days. This time last year, when I was going home, Bishop Patra actually asked me to bring a letter from my bishop to extend my stay. And I did. And my bishop extended my stay for 5 years. And I gave to Bishop. But I was surprised. About 6 weeks ago, the Bishop himself called me and said he was going to get a place for me away from Timmins, where I will be happy. That's how he put it. He said, Father, I want you to be happy. I'm going to get you a place where you will be happy. And so I am going because I have to leave, not because I choose to leave. So I want to thank the bishop very sincerely, who welcomed me personally the first day I landed here. I noted when I was preparing my sermon today, I landed in Canada on the 24th of July. Today is 24th. I landed in Timmins on the 27th. I am leaving on the 27th. Providence. I told my friends, I said, Providence is the one guiding my course. God knew that I have finished the work here and I must move on. And somebody must be responsible. This is the problem. Jesus must die for us, but Judas must betray him. So that is it. So I thank Bishop Serge for accompanying me these 2 years. He was there. It was his grace that kept me till this moment. He stood by me. He was the one that helped me to look for the diocese of Sault Ste. Marie. And this Monday, I went to meet the Bishop of Sault Ste. Marie in Sudbury. And he told me that I am going to be in Sault Ste. Marie town. So I'm going to stay in Sault Ste. Marie. I'm still coming back to Canada. So for those of you who are discouraged, the mission continues. And I am proud to say that the mission must continue. And I'm telling you, please continue this mission. Stay focused. Come to church regularly. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. It is part of the mission to meet some challenges, especially from within. But it's the mission for all of us. So please don't give up. I want to thank Father John himself for these 2 years, for enduring me. The Italians will say, La cosa che non ti uccida ti ingrazia. The thing that does not kill us, make us fat. So these 2 years, since I am not dead, I am fat. I live on. So I thank him. I thank Deacon Michel, who also with the bishop came to welcome me to Timmins 2 years ago. He accompanied me to get some of my documentation when Father John was not ready. He used his credit card to place me to be able to get a few things. So I thank him for the assistance and the help he rendered. I thank my 2 brother priests here in the cathedral. I am privileged to have the chosen people around me. One is Jacob, the other one is David. So I was not afraid. These are the best friends of God. Jacob was Israel, the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. And David was the chosen king. So with them, I felt much at home. They were there for me. They were there with me. They prayed for me. They encouraged me. With the peace and the light in their home. With the peace and the light in their homes. I think you know those peace and light. Irene and Lucy. Lucy means light. Irene means peace. Their wives. So thank you. My regards to Lucy. And I will see Jake tomorrow. I wish to thank Joanne very sincerely. That lady is simply wonderful. The lady that cleans the mission, the Father's house, and the church. Dedicated and faithful. Always ready to work. I will recommend her for a job anywhere. She's a dedicated person. May God bless all our efforts. I also thank, in a very special way, Guy and Maureen. I didn't meet them in the office, but they were never far from me. Guy calls me Father Brown. He said I look like Father Brown in the television program. So because of him, I have to go and look for that Father Brown, and I watch him. And I saw that Father Brown was always everywhere where there's trouble. So thank you, Guy, and thank Maureen. I thank you very sincerely. I thank the chancery workers, those who work with the bishop. They were wonderful. All of them, Celine, Nancy, Michelle, Claudette, Jamie, and Sonia. I thank, in a very special way, my companions at the daily masses. These are the only people I want to mention their name. Because from day one, they were there with me for the daily masses. Especially Monday, you know, it's only in the cathedral we celebrated Mass on Monday in Timmins. I introduced it, and they were there from that first Monday till tomorrow. I'm sure they will come tomorrow. I thank in a very special way Eileen, Arnold, Cloud, Diane, Anna, Bill and Mag Columbus, Beth, Susan Soroshan, Dan and Mary Emaroy from Sacred Heart, Margaret, Louise, Gina, all from Sacred Heart. I thank Bikoski, Tom and Liz, very faithful on Tuesday, and their children, the police officer. May God answer all your prayers and meet you at your different points of need. I will not forget to thank our singers. I love singing. The Santos family. Thank you for coming up on stage. Very unfortunate that I am going. But I love the way you chanted the psalm this evening. If you have the opportunity to continue, please continue. The psalms are supposed to be chanted. So if you have the opportunity, don't give up. Thank you. I thank the singers at 9 o'clock mass. That's Anna, Colin, Charlie, and occasionally Kelly. They are twins. They come there. And the other guy that played the violin, he's been to UK now. So may God bless them. I thank Sophia and Michelle, God, who sing at 11 o'clock mass. I love singing. Singing is the food for the soul. Let us sing. Each time I went to the homes, either the Mary Garden or Les Salles, if I pick up a song, especially Malian songs, those elderly people, you will see joy in their heart. Once I just say, Immaculate Mary, you could see joy in their heart. Please let us sing. Singing brings joy. So I thank them. I thank all the ushers, the welcoming ministers, Fred, Peggy, my regards to all others who have been working with you. Thank you. I thank all the lectors. All of them, I thank them. I will not thank these two people here today. I'm not going to thank them. But I thank all the lectors. Oh, the beautiful lector. Thank you, all the lectors. May God bless you. You are contributing to the church. Let us all get involved in one thing or another. My sincere gratitude to the CWL members. There was a CWL member that caught my attention during the conference, the diocesan conference. Tricia, I want you to continue to be good. Don't forget our discussion. I want to be hearing your name. But I want to thank all the CWL members, Eileen, Christine, Colin, Christina, Charlie, Barb, Harnett, all of them. All the CWM members, thank you. May God bless you. I want to thank, in a very special way, our Director of Media, John McDonald and Aurel Monfils. During the COVID, they were bringing the message out, and many people got to know our church. Far in Saudi Arabia, some of my friends, their father, we saw you. In Africa, in the US. John, thank you. May God bless all your efforts. And Aurel. I want to thank my friends. I used to call their home a Bethany. I go there to eat and to find comfort. And they give me food. I can knock at their door anytime and I will eat. Liz and John, Aurel and Kelly, Gina and Walter, Deluca, Carmel and David. May God bless all of you. Sometimes when I'm depressed, I go there and I pour out my anger, and they bear with me, and we eat, and I go home. May God bless every one of you. I thank all of you, not only that you accompany me by words only. During Christmas, the last 2 Christmas I got here, when I told my friends the number of cards and the gifts that I received and cash, my friend said, "You are so loved in that church. Maybe that's why they are transferring me, because you showed me too much love." So I want to thank each and every one of you. You are very special, and God knows you all. And God will reward you and bless each and every one of you and meet you at your points of need. Finally, I wish to thank this my brother and my sister, John and Agnes. John and myself are from the same country. Agnes, the wife, is from Ghana. And I know how to cook better rice, jollof rice, than her. Because Nigeria jollof rice is better than Ghana jollof rice. But the jollof rice she cooks for me is better than the one that I cooked. So from the day I came here, they welcomed me and they stayed with me. They come in to say hello to me. They take me out. They guide me. May God guide you and bless you. I cannot thank you enough. You have been wonderful. Agnes particularly, she's quarreling with me, or even if she's laughing, because I shouted on her 2 days ago. She's the one who put up the same fort for tomorrow. Because I learned that there is no diocesan law that says they should do sent forth for me. So somebody told me that. He did not even hear that, but said, "Father, if you are going, we must do something." And she has been on top of the game since then. May God reward all your effort. I appreciate everything you do. May God reward you, and may you find favor all the days of your life. God bless you. I thank the CWL too, who are working with her. The CWL are working with her, and other groups that are working with her. I thank Luella in a very special way, and Andrew, the husband, because they are also working with her. I thank Norianne, Michelle, and God. All these people are working with her to give me a befitting parting gift, parting moment tomorrow, and I appreciate it. Thank you. May God bless all of you. May God reward all of you and meet you at your different points of need. May God grant you affection and gladness. Like St. Paul, when he was leaving Ephesus, in Acts of Apostles, chapter 20, says, "I commend you all to the grace and mercy of God." The God who cannot be outdone in generosity, may he reward each and every one of you. I am very happy, not because I am going, but because I have contact with all of you in different ways. You have lifted me up. You lifted my morale. You lifted my spirit. In fact, for 3 weeks, when the bishop told me about my departure, I could not sleep because I did not know how to miss you, how to depart from you. So I thank you. May God bless you once again. I'm leaving with this parting gift that I'm sure many of us know. It's a hymn that is a parting hymn song, but today we use it during funeral. But it's not for funeral. It is when 2 people are going to depart from each other. My prayer is that as we depart from here, may we never depart from God. God be with you till we meet again. Loving counsels guide uphold you. Shepherds cares of earth enfold you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet again. Till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Unseen wings protecting hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again.